Alright, on this one we're just starting out here, skipping the intro a little bit and just going right into carving this guy. So this is a little Frankenstein head. He's kind of a cartoonish Frankenstein head. And so here we are 200 years since the first book about Frank was written. I'm still trying to make this guy from used parts. And, just trying to get him carved out here. I'm not making the whole Frankenstein. I'm not going to try to jumpstart him or anything. Just going to make his head and see how that goes. Maybe someday later on down the road I'll try to whittle out some of the rest of his parts. But for now we're just working on his head. Had a lot of people watching and commenting on my little cow last week, so that was a lot of fun. Glad you guys enjoyed that video, and we'll make some more wooden videos too. I just have a lot of this antler laying around now, and not a lot of wood laying around, so we're working on some antler stuff, but still gonna be working on wood and stuff too. Do have one little nugget of information you guys probably didn't know about. Just out of college, young Dr. Frankenstein entered a bodybuilding contest. Yeah, well, there was that. I think he did okay, but yeah, I don't know why they called the monster Frankenstein. The doctor's name was Frankenstein, and the monster just kind of took over the name there. I was kind of surprised how old that story was too. It was written by a lady named Mary Shelley. Had a dream about it and started writing the book back in 1816, and was published in 1818. So this guy's been around for a while. So he's looking a little bit old and used up in this rendering. This was a drawing. I didn't have the person's name on the internet. Just kind of went off of a drawing that somebody did, and I didn't make it exact, but I did use kind of the jawline in that. So it's pretty cool. And like I said, you can only get so much of it out of a deer antler. So this is what we got. Some very tiny little ears and some tiny little teeth, and it was a fun little carve. Working on that, I left that big handle sticking out there to hold on to, and then didn't really use it too much. I used it every once in a while though to hang on to it. Using mostly dental bits for carving this, and I had a couple really small tungsten carbide bits that I had ordered off of Amazon, and I used some of those on here. Kind of like the way this antler finishes up more than the way I like it carved. I like the way it feels when it's finished up, and you can polish it down and just put a little bit of stain on it. And this one here, I just used acrylic paints and did it kind of the same way that I do with the stains. Just soak it down with the paint there, and then wipe it back off with a rag, just so it gets in all the little nooks and crannies and brings out all the shadow lines. I think it would be neat to carve it with hand tools too, but you gotta kind of make your own little hand tools for it, I think. I zoomed in a little bit so you guys can kind of see the tiny little detail that trying to cut into the teeth, and this was I backed it off to an actual speed. You can kind of see what I was dealing with. Started using a dust mask a lot more, especially with the antler, because it's not good to breathe that dust in. Not good to breathe any dust, but been trying to wear the dust mask, but you can't blow the dust off of your carving with a mask on. So keep that little brush handy there to clean it out a little bit, because the dust really sticks to everything, and seems to be working pretty good. That was one of those little tungsten carbide tips. Should have probably been using a dental bit on his teeth there, but I needed something really small. Yeah, we're getting back up to speed now. Just finishing up the details and cleaning up. And done a little more shaping and stuff around his jaw and that. Those ears were really small. I don't know if you're looking to see how that thing's like maybe a quarter of an inch high. So, I don't know if you ever tried to carve out an ear, but when they're little like that, they're little. I didn't use a bolt to put his head on with there. I just used a couple wooden pegs stick in there. This is the second Frankenstein that I did. I did one out of a piece of driftwood a while back, and he turned out pretty good. He's a little different, kind of a sad looking face instead of the cartoony face. I think I actually carved him before I started the channel, so he's been hanging on the wall here for a while. There he is. We got him all carved up, and then just touch him up here with a little bit of paint, and we'll get him finished up. This one here, I was just, like I said, just trying out the acrylic paint and wiping it off, and it worked out pretty good. I think I like the stain better, but the acrylic paint did a nice job also. So, all right, well, I got my little Frankenstein carving done. Looks a little like me. Yeah. So working on doing some finer, smaller details, and this guy is pretty small. You can see he's about the size of my thumb there, maybe a little smaller, but yeah, he turned out pretty cool looking. We're gonna be working on some other faces and stuff on the antlers. Just trying to nail down the little finer details on faces, on tiny little faces. So, anyways, if you like the video, give me a thumbs up, and we'll see you next week. Thanks for watching.